Right, so what we have here is the Concord professional burner here. And as far as putting it together, I've not tried it out yet, but it's kind of a pain. Everything's cast just a little bit wrong. That interior ring to channel the gas and flame up. If you notice there, see how it's got some tines? Those tines are supposed to fit around here, around these things. But like I said, that ring has been cast just a little bit wrong, so when you try and do that, when you try and set it like that, you end up with this. Notice how that's hidden on top of that. And this burner connecting to these brackets here, that's also kind of a pain. Mine was just a little bit off when they mounted these brackets, so they did not correlate directly with these screws that go into the bottom of the burner here. So I had to take a hammer and hammer this one just a little bit to the side so that the holes would match up. This was a little bit confusing because just for the simple fact that they did not provide any kind of written directions or anything in here. It did come with the hose and the regulator, but I had, like I said, everything's just a little bit off. I probably made in China. So I ended up having to break off one of these little tines here and just you have to kind of push it down too, because it's not the ring itself here is not really the correct size. So that's about everything I've found with it so far. It's definitely a little weight to it. That burner is about 20 pounds. So just be advised, it's just a little bit heavy. I don't know how it's going to stand up against heat and whatnot, but it looks alright.
Alright guys, this is a little review of the Concord Professional 100,000 BTUs. So this little guy, when it came, it was like push all the way back there. So not central. I had to pull it back, a little bit of force bending this part, so it's a little bit more centered, but still it's like a little bit slanted that way. It's not completely leveled. And the air gap thingamajiggy, I had to unscrew it because it was pretty tight and I couldn't move it, but once you unscrew it a little bit, you can move it a little bit easier. This part didn't screw all the way. It's a little bit loose. I mean, it does the job though. I'll try to turn it on. Here's the gas. I'm gonna put some shade, see if you can see the flame. I guess you cannot see it. A little bit. You can adjust the air. If there's too much air, it'll start turning yellow. See if you can see it. Close it in a little bit. Yeah, there you go. If you close it too much, it starts turning yellow. And if you open it more, and here it is. That's how much the gap is open right now. Woohoo! Hot. Alright, it works. It does its job. Let's turn it over here. Flame done. Alright, hope this works. See ya.